Hi, it's me again, back in Germany, trying to sort out the mess that is this room. In my last video, I tackled my 2 wardrobes and my shoes, and I was really happy with the progress that I made. Since filming my last video, I have donated everything from the donation pile, apart from this stuff, which I still need to go through, but this pile is considerably smaller than the one I started with, and I have thrown away everything from the throwaway pile. So that means I have space to sort even more of my room out, starting with this couch. I mean, it seems pretty empty right now, but you'd be surprised what you can find underneath it. 1 box, 2 boxes, 3 boxes, 4 boxes, 5 boxes. Thank goodness there's no more boxes. Although I did find a penny board. I don't know if you saw that. Since I have 2 skateboards, and skateboards are infinitely better than penny boards, and this penny board is for a child, so kind of really small for me, this can go. Now for the real question. Can you guess what is in mystery box number 1? I'll give it a shake. Can't hear much. The answer was nothing. Congratulations if you got the point. Why do I have a box of nothing, you ask? I don't know. Literally, who knows? It is kind of a nice box though, to be fair. Do I need a box right now? No. I'm gonna put it in the maybe part, and if I can't find something to put in it by the end of the series, then I'll get rid of it. Mystery box number 2. This is also a nice box. Slightly bigger than the other one. And in it, voila! This is all embossing equipment, and if you don't know what embossing is, it's actually really cool. You basically get some clear ink and a stamp, and you make a stamp onto a piece of paper. Then you pour some special embossing powder over it, and if you've done it correctly, this should stick to the ink. Then you blow on it using this weird looking hairdryer thing, and the powder will melt together, leaving a beautiful metallic design. The actual reaction is really cool to watch, and I'm not an expert, but I'm pretty sure that you can do it on pretty much anything. Metal, paper, wood. It seems to work for me. Now, although embossing is really cool, I do only tend to use these metallic colours, which means these colours can all go. Same goes for the fact that I practically only use letters to put names and dates on things, which means stamps like this can go. And any inks which are not clear can also go. And for those of you who don't craft, let me show you something. Not every stamp comes with a wooden block on the end like this one does. Some stamps come in a packet like this. They're designed to save space, and you just peel them off, stick them onto a glass block, which is, by the way, why I have a glass block. You can use them, wash them, peel them off, and put them back in the packet. Next up, we've got mystery box number 3, which is somewhat of an art box. There are these stickers where you can draw your drawing, stick these on top of it, and then the person who receives the card can scratch away and see what you drew underneath. I particularly like this example. I'll keep them, they're actually quite cool. Some felt tips, a brand new set. Unfortunately, I already have some other felt tips, so these can go. Some orange and green fabric paint. I never use it, it can go. Some green porcelain paint, that can go. Some oil pastels, which for whatever reason I decided to store in this glove. They can go. A full set of roll-up wax crayons, can go. And a full set of basic Crayola wax crayons. They can go. There's actually a nursery that's on the ground floor of this building, and I've already donated them a massive teddy bear, and I think they're gonna love me even more once I donate all these art supplies. It's just nice to know that they're not going to waste, especially when they're new and unopened. Watercolors and a hot glue gun, they can stay. Well, that's that box done, and everything that I want to keep I'm putting into the embossing box. It will turn into some kind of craft box, I suppose, because this box isn't particularly beautiful, and that can go. Box number 4, looking somewhat snazzy. Ah, thank goodness it's not too full. 2 different types of tape measure. I'm always looking for these can stay. A good pair of scissors, but I use them in the garden quite often. They're kind of dirty and I don't really need them, so they can go. 3 small packets of super glue can go. 2 screwdrivers, they can stay. A chain. I honestly don't know why this is in here because this is hardly strong. I just felt very empowered with my toolbox and I wanted to fill it up as soon as I can with whatever I had. That can go. As can these 2 nails. A double-sided mini screwdriver on a keyring. That can stay, it seems very useful. A craft knife, which I don't know if I can show the blade on YouTube, but I don't need it, it can go. And that's this box done. And this is a nice box as well, so I'm gonna add it to the maybe pile. Now, onto the last box. This is the fullest box, but also the one filled with the most stuff that I can throw away. This is my electronics and cables box, if that wasn't clear. Starting off with 2 protective screens for my iPhone, only I bought it for the wrong phone, so these don't fit my phone. They can go. An international adapter, that can stay. 2 battery packs. I now have a bigger and better one, so these can go. Another battery pack can go. I have so many wires, let me sort them out quickly. Okay, I think that's all of them. First up, I've got 5 USB to USB-C cables, one of which is very old and broken, so that can go, and 2 of which are very short and tiny, so they can go. Now, although I have another one, which I'm using right now to charge my phone, I'm always looking for a second, so I'm gonna keep these 2. I understand that 1 plus 2 doesn't equal 2, but I don't mind keeping these. Then I have 3 USB to the old Android charger. Now I need one of these to charge my camera, but I don't need 3, so the 2 shortest ones can go. Then I have 2 extremely long iPhone charging cables, which is actually quite useful, so I think I'm going to keep both. Then I have 1 USB to USB cable, which I practically only have to charge this speaker, which is so old that the battery doesn't work unless it's plugged in, so it can all go. Then I have one of these multiple charging input-output cables. I don't know why, I never trust them to do a good job, so I never use it. I'm getting rid of it. Then I have these 2 nunchucks, one of which is official Nintendo, one of which is a fake. The fake can go, this one I'll sell. Same goes for whatever these are supposed to be. This one's official, this one's not, this one can go. Then I have these 2, and normally I'd chuck them both because I don't normally use them, but I know that I need one for my Xbox, and I can't remember which one I need. I know this one says Xbox 360 on it, but I have an original Xbox, so I don't know if this is the correct one, and they're not that big, so I'm going to keep both for now. This is a little USB astronaut that you can plug into your laptop, and then a light comes out of his little face here so that he can light up your keyboard if you're using your computer in the dark. This is really cool and a really good idea. However, I have had this for like 5 years and I've never used it, so it's gonna have to go. Some crappy headphones, they can go. A European to British plug, that can stay, and a British plug that goes to USB, that can stay as well, and a torch on a keyring. But nowadays, if you need a torch, you can just pull out your phone, so that can go. And that's that box finished. I'm really happy because that is actually all of my boxes finished, so amazing. I'm gonna chuck this box, and the remaining cables and things that I have left, I'm gonna put in one of those nicer boxes that I saved from earlier. Okay, enough about what was underneath my couch. Now it's time for the couch itself. This didn't come with the apartment, so it needs to go. The fake flowers on the wall though, and the skateboard can both stay. But obviously I'm gonna take them down for now because they're not gonna teleport to England by themselves. I find that fake flowers bought in Germany like these can actually be really beautiful, whereas the fake flowers in England, not only are they way more expensive than the ones in Germany, but they also look so fake and awful. So that's why I'm taking these with me. As for what's here around the corner, there is basically a load of cleaning products which can stay until I move out, a blanket which is covering a box which my TV needs to go in order for me to sell it, so a problem for later, but it all has to go in the end. So I've just changed up the camera angle so that you can see this box. It's so hard to do this. That box next to my couch, because inside it, ta-da, I have all sorts of stuff. This is actually really useful because it has a plastic layer on one side and it's soft on the other, so it's perfect for use as a picnic blanket. It doesn't actually belong to me, so I'm going to give this back. Then I have 2 massive, non-elasticated white sheets. Throughout my whole time in Germany, I have never slept on a conventional bed. I spent most of my time sleeping on sofa beds, and the one real bed that I slept on was really, really thin. So these came in really handy because the elasticated ones are always to fit a specific size. They can stay. Same goes for this blue one. Next I have this yellow and white frilly duvet and blanket set, which I actually quite like, so they can stay. And this pink flowery one with piping around the side can also stay. Christmas penguin one can stay. Then I have this white flowery one, which can also stay. This is just the pillowcase. The blanket cover is in the laundry at the moment, but they can stay. And at the moment I'm using these sheets, which can stay. Then I have these sheets, which I love the colours on so much that I haven't even opened yet because I was too scared. These can stay, but I am going to unpack them because the cardboard inside the packaging is kind of heavy and I don't want to pay for any more weight on my suitcases than I already have to. In fact, I need to change my sheets anyway, so I think I'm going to put these ones on. Beautiful! The sheets that I've just been going through are all single bed sheets. However, this is a double bed sheet. And it's from IKEA, which means the pillowcases are massive and square. I don't have any pillows like this, so that can go. Then I have another single bed sheet set. This one also has the massive pillowcase. But at some point I actually sewed along I don't know if you can see it, I don't know if the camera picks it up, to make it into a single pillowcase. So if you turn it the right way around, all of the excess is in there and it looks like a normal pillowcase if I try to get that out properly. I never ever use this, so it can go, and I have enough bed sheets, as you can tell. Then for a double bed, but not from IKEA, I do have this black tie-dye set, which I used to love but I don't use anymore, so they can go. Then I have some random elastic sheets which are super thin and never fit any bed, doesn't matter what size the bed is, so they can all go. Then I have a gigantic tapestry. I'm not going to open it because it's massive. I don't actually really like it. It can go. Then I have a snakes and ladder towel for the beach. Tell me this is not cool. This can stay. Then I seem to have another white sheet, non-elastic, so this can stay, although I will take it out of the packaging. Then I have a humongous towel. I never ever use towels this big. I don't need them. I don't have that much hair. Even when I had a lot of hair, this is too big. I can't really spare the room in my washing machine when I do the weekly laundry, so this can go. Then I have a glow-in-the-dark skeleton onesie. This can stay. As can this cheetah onesie, which has a tail. Arrgh. Now, last but not least, I have these two incredibly soft, brand new bath mats, which don't match each other at all, and I love them both, but I don't really need either, so I'm gonna ask my mum if she wants them, and if not, they're gonna have to go. Okay, so not gonna lie, my camera ran out of charge, and instead of deleting some stuff, I fell asleep. So it is a different day, but I'm still on this mission trying to get rid of everything that I don't need. In the last clips, I just got rid of everything that was under my couch and in that box right there, but what I didn't show you is this random junk. This is one of these places where I just put random stuff if I don't have anywhere else to put it, and I never look at it again. Unfortunately for me though, because this is a glass table, all of my junk has been on display for years. That's gonna end now. I have this blue light lamp, which is for plants, which don't get a lot of sunlight because there is practically no sunlight in my room, but I don't think it works. All my plants still died, so it can go. I have this overly fancy box for batteries, some new and in the packet, others half used. I think I'm going to keep the new ones, get rid of the old ones, and the box can go. Let's get all this stuff out from under here. A red nose and an advert, they can go. More batteries, they can stay. Light bulb, brand new, don't really need it though, it can go. 2 jars of 3-year-old old tie-dye fabric dye, one of which looks like it started eroding this jar. Obviously they can go. These sunglasses, these sunglasses, these sunglasses, and these sunglasses, the green ones can go, and out of these two I only need one, so these can stay and these can go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lint rollers. My mum has cats, so they can stay. This old bashed up looking clock, unfortunately it has to stay because it came with my apartment in its current state. Perfume that I never use and don't really like can go, and perfume that I do kind of like but I still never use can also go. A small empty jar, that can go. A small saucer, it is very cute and it's perfect for little plants, but I don't really need it, so I want to say it should go. Plant food can go. Peppermint essential oils, I bought this when I had COVID and I haven't used it since, so it can go. This torch, pretty good torch, don't need it though, it can go. More plant food can go. A lighter can go. A wine bottle opener knife, I don't need it, I don't drink wine, it can go. These very old prescription glasses, I feel like this side helps but this side is way off, they're gonna have to go. And these slightly less old prescription glasses, again, this side feels like it's helping me. This side doesn't seem to be doing very much. I don't wear them very often, but they do help, so these ones can stay. If I'm not mistaken, these are prescription sunglasses, and they seem to be better than both of the other glasses. Do I need them though? They're kind of too small. They touch my eyelashes. All in all, they're just a little bit annoying, so I think I'm going to get rid of these. And although the case is really nice, the pair of glasses that I actually want to keep don't fit in, so they can go. A padlock with a key, I may as well keep it. Exactly the size of hooped earrings I've been looking for ages, they can stay. In fact, I'm gonna put them on now. I just love the size of them. Anyway, 2 screws, I don't really need them, they can go. These sticky yellow fly traps, I used to need these because when I used to water my plants before they died, loads of flies kept existing in my room, but since I don't have plants anymore, they can go. This little speaker, it's very cute, but it's not very good quality, so it can go. This essential oil, it says Orange Dementor on it, which in English sounds a bit funny, but I think Dementor is actually the brand, so this is orange essential oil, and I'm not joking, this is the best smelling essential oil that you will ever find. I don't use it often, but when I do, it makes me very happy. You're only supposed to put a drop on, I just put a stream on, but it just smells so good. This can stay. So that's this box done, and I am very happy with the progress. Moving on to the next thing I want to tackle, this pile of clothing. What this pile of clothes is basically all of the clothes that before I cleaned my wardrobe didn't fit in. So first up I have this blouse, which is super cute and adjustable at the waist, which is cool, but it is not my style at all. It's gotta go. I then have these jeans, these jeans, these jeans, and these jeans. I'm gonna quickly try them on, but if memory serves me correctly, none of these jeans look that great, and the one pair that does look nice isn't comfortable at all. Most likely they're all gonna go. This is just another story of buying jeans, each pair slightly nicer than the last, but none of them perfect, and then not wearing any of them because I'm still on my search for the perfect pair of jeans. These aren't the worst jeans ever, but I'm not inspired by them either. Standing up, they're perfectly comfortable, but sitting down, I get a bit breathless. I'm thinking these might have to go. However, I do want to keep one pair of light blue jeans, so if these are the best, then they can stay, but otherwise they can go. These ones have a slightly higher waist. I still get breathless when I sit down in them though. However, I do prefer the look of these to the other ones, so far these are the winners. These jeans, although they have cool designs like pockets and whatever this is supposed to be, I feel like they kind of give me a weird shape around this area, and I still get the breathless feeling when I sit down, so they can go. So oh, you can really tell that I've scratched here. Last but not least, I have these ones, which are the most comfy, which I'm glad about because they were the most expensive. They don't feel amazing to sit down in, but at least I can still breathe, so that's a bonus. So I think all in all, these ones are the ones that can stay. Next up, I have these jeans, which aren't really in the same category because they have an elastic waistband. They're super flexible, and they are staying 100%. I also have these jeans, which I find quite cool because they have a fish design on. I bought them in Thailand, and you can tell by how short they are. In some ways, I like that these trousers are short because they show off my octopus tattoo, which kind of goes with the whole fishy vibe anyway. And to be honest, the fact that I have these and these makes me realise that I really don't need these, so all of my light blue jeans can go. So comfortable. In that same pile were also these trousers, which I like, so they can stay. These trousers, which I like even more, they can stay as well. Then not quite as nice, but equally as useful, I have these trousers. What's good about these sorts of trousers is that although they're not the most stylish, they're perfect for the hot weather if you are ever in a situation where you can't really be walking around in short shorts. I wore these kind of trousers every day when I was in Thailand, for example, so they can all stay, including these. I also have the same style of trousers in this olive khaki green sort of a colour, which they don't fit me anymore. They are too small, so they're gonna have to go. It's a shame because this colour looks good on me, but oh well. Then last but not least in that pile, I have this blouse, which my friend from Thailand gave me, and again, it's perfect for that weather where it's really hot, you want to cool down, but you need to dress a little bit more modest. It can stay. Anyway, back to this couch. As you can see, the pile is completely gone. The stuff I wanted to keep, I've put back in my cupboard. Down here I have these shoes, which they don't fit me, but even if they did fit me, it would be a no. And on this side, I have these two. Now, I don't really keep loads of cuddly toys because they kind of take up loads of space. However, these two have microwavable bags in, which I can use to warm me up in the winter, so they can stay. Then I have this little guy. My friend made him for me, and he's supposed to represent my ideal guy, so of course my ideal guy can stay. Look, he even has toes! And then I have this heart, which means I love you in German. These are really common, you see them in all of the tourist shops, and although it is very cute, I don't really need it, so it can go. Then this blanket, which is actually very cozy because it's like 2 layers and one of them is very fluffy. This can definitely stay. And as for the couch itself, although it is very broken, and when you sit on it you practically feel like you're sitting on the floor, this couch came with the apartment, so it has to stay. So now that I'm back in my pyjama trousers, I am tackling the last part of this half of my room. I'm really excited because I think the hardest parts of this room to tackle were definitely my cupboard and this chest of drawers, which I'm about to go through. Once that's done, I think the other half of the room will be a breeze, so I'm so excited to get this done. In the background, I have my laundry baskets. Everything in them I am currently using, but the actual baskets themselves can go. Then I have a plastic cover to put over my food that I cook in the microwave. If you're wondering why I have a microwave in my room, it's because I like to make hot midnight snacks and I don't want to wake up my flatmate. Also, my flatmate has a pacemaker and she's convinced that if she's in the vicinity of a microwave when it's on, that it will interfere with her pacemaker. I googled this on the internet. I feel like that's no longer true. However, it's one of those things I'd just rather not risk. Fun fact number 2, microwaves actually interfere with Bluetooth signals. I discovered this because every time I have my Bluetooth headphones on and I'm cooking something in the microwave, all of a sudden I'm not listening to any music anymore. I have 3 cereal puzzles which were super cheap and I think they're perfect for giving to my dad and my brother who don't watch my videos anyway. 2 is enough, 1 cornflakes, 1 Cocoa Pops, the 3rd one can go. I have a bubble tea cup which I used a fair few amount of times when I was making bubble tea in my house, but I don't do that anymore, it's way too expensive and I seem to have lost the lid anyway, so it can go. I have this little contraption where you can put chocolate in here and a candle down there and then it melts and you have a little pot to dip strawberries in. I used to use this all the time, but I don't really eat chocolate these days and also I just don't need it. So it can go. The packaging for my banana suits can go. I have a space hopper from my dad. It is a hilarious present, but I don't really have anyone to use this with me, so it can go. I have a fold-up mattress. I love this thing. It's made out of sponge. It's super comfortable and it can stay. In this box is a sewing machine, which I don't really want to get it out right now because I'll never get it back in. I feel really bad because my mum spent a lot of money sending this to me, but when it arrived in Germany, I realised it was actually broken and barely worked at all. So it's gonna have to go. If you're wondering why my curtains are closed, it's because there is a building opposite and it's too embarrassing to be filming with them watching through the window. So just here is where I like to keep my tins. I have 2 tins of pineapple, sweet corn, absolutely lovely with some melted cheese over the top. Baked beans, honestly just bought this because I was missing England, but they're alright. And tomato soup. That can all stay. Next up I have this little thing which you can put water and a few drops of essential oil in the top and a candle at the bottom, and it's supposed to make the room smell nice, although I've never been able to get it to work, so it can go. A candle, but I never use candles, it can go. A can opener, because a while ago I decided to try out fake nails and I realised I couldn't open any cans anymore. However, I don't need it anymore, so it can go. I have a watering can, but since I don't have any plants, this can go. This deep plate where my orange tree used to live, but it has long since passed away, so this is quite dirty. I don't think it would be great if someone ate off this these days, so this can go. The microwave itself needs to go. Now's the bit I was excited for. What is in my chest of drawers? Now, just to be completely transparent, these drawers used to be so packed that I couldn't even close them. But since then, I have brought some of my favourite things to the UK already, which is why they're a little bit more empty. In the top drawer, I have my spaghetti top vests, what I'm wearing now. I wear them all the time in summer and winter. They can all stay. And I have my oversized crop t-shirts in a variety of colours. Same story, I wear them in the summer and the winter. In the summer, I tend to just wear these. In the cooler days / spring and autumn, I tend to wear these t-shirts, and in the winter, I wear them both together. These top ones I wear all the time, so they can all stay. However, these ones I'm not sure about. This black one is quite nice, but it is very short. With a sports bra, this can look good, it can stay. This orange one, however, is also way too short, and it also touches my armpits, and I hate things that touch my armpits, so these days it has to go. Now, this zebra top is a hard one because I love the way it looks, but I bought it from the same company as I bought these from, and I thought they'd be the same size. I bought both in large, but this one feels a lot smaller. And although it's not too short, It does touch my armpits. I just wish I'd bought it in a bigger size. Realistically, because it's so tight here, I haven't worn it since I bought it, so it's gonna have to go. Although I might see if I can find a secondhand one in a bigger size online. As for this one, I don't wear this too often because it's always at the bottom of my drawers, but with the sleeves rolled up, it's actually quite nice, so this one can stay. Next up are long t-shirts. I use this one quite often for my pajamas, so it can stay. I really like this t-shirt, it can stay. I love the colour and the fit of this one. It is relatively slim, figure fitting relatively, but it doesn't touch my armpits. I actually bought this one because I wanted to crop it, and I think I'm still going to do that, so this one can stay. I used to think this one was really cool when I bought it, but I was informed that it's probably for a Scorpio, and I don't really like it anymore anyway, so it can go. Now, hear me out. I do often get just a little bit emo in the winter, and it's good to keep longer shirts for that. So thinking ahead, this one can stay. And this one for days that I want something a little bit less baggy. This one, although quite cool from the back, I'm not really a fan of it from the front, so it can go. Now, I actually love the design on this one. I don't often wear it, even in the winter, because it's quite in your face. So I have to be feeling very provocative before I put it on, but I do really like it, so it can stay. I actually really like this t-shirt because it is black, so if I want to wear something black and without causing a scene with my emo-ness, this is the perfect shirt to choose. However, I never pick it, it needs to go. This used to be my go-to shirt for a very long time, but I haven't worn it in years, so it's got to go. And this shirt I think is absolutely hilarious. I bought it secondhand though, and I don't think that you'll be able to see on the camera, but in real life you can see that there's dirt, even though I've tried to wash it multiple times. I just can't get it clean, so I thought about cutting off the design and stitching it onto a jacket, but realistically, who's got time for that? And second of all, I don't even know if I would wear that jacket after making it, so I think this needs to go. This is a t-shirt that I actually really like. I don't normally wear light coloured tops, but this colour on the sleeves and collar makes me want to wear it. It has embroidered flowers in it, a little pocket. It has Club Sport on the back, but yeah, I wanted to crop this one as well. It can stay. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the long t-shirts. Last but not least in this drawer is all of the random stuff that doesn't fit into any of the other categories. For example, this top, which I love, this green top, which I'm not really in love with, and I don't think it's my size, so it can go. This netball top, because for a short while I was part of the Berlin netball team. This slightly booby top, however, it might be nice to wear when I'm clubbing, if I ever club. Realistically, I don't really go clubbing, but I like this shirt a lot. Kept it for years, it still makes me happy, it can stay. This daisy top, which I used to love. The bra straps are just too much. I don't really want to wear it without a bra because it's not tight enough to hold me in place, so it's gonna have to go. I bought this for my mushroom video, but I'm not really a mushroom person, so it can go. I have this top, which I actually love a lot. It can stay. In fact, I love it so much that I also have it in this rainbow flower design. I love it so much. Then I have this crop top, which although I don't wear it often, it is one of those ones that are very practical to have. They go with everything, they cover everything. They're also good to wear underneath things which are perhaps a little bit more revealing or see-through. It can stay. Now, I wouldn't say that this was ever my style. However, it is undeniably beautiful. So it can stay. My next top, I actually have two of them, one in size S and one in size M. This is size S, and honestly, I really like it. I bought these because I love these colours. These are my favourite colours, and I don't know if anyone can remember, but I painted my wall in these colours, so I felt like this was very me. And then obviously I bought the wrong size, so I had to get another one. The size M, although slightly longer, doesn't really hold me in as well. And to be honest, although I still am in love with the colours, I don't wear either of them because of the fit, so I think they're both gonna have to go. Next up, I have this very low cut top, which I'm in love with. Although I don't want to part with it, I don't really feel like I know how to style it. But I don't really care because I'm in love, so it can stay. Honestly, I have no idea why I bought this shirt. I don't think it looks particularly great. My boobs are just a tiny bit too big, or maybe I just have the wrong bra on, who knows. It touches my armpits, it's cropped. It's not really my thing at all, it can go. Now this, although it's a tad too short, is still a nice top, and with high-waisted jeans, it can look very cute, so it can stay. Now this shirt is one of those things I honestly, for the life of me, cannot tell if it is cool or if it just looks like something my dad would wear. Maybe both. I don't know. I feel like it definitely has potential though, so it can stay. So apart from a couple of vests which have thicker straps which can all stay, that was everything that was in the top drawer. At the moment I'm feeling really good because although I'm keeping this pile, this pile, this pile and this pile, I have managed to get rid of this amount of clothes, so that's good progress. The drawer already feels much more spacious. Good work. Drawer number 2 is filled with jumpers. First off, I have this jumper. It is super fleecy and warm. Not only does it have a massive hood that can fit any hairstyle underneath, it also has this part which comes up over your mouth and nose like this, and this is great for wearing when it's snowing outside. This was my savior, so it can stay. And it's also appropriately emo for the winter time. Sticking with the emo and the winter theme, I have this hoodie which I wore pretty much every day of this last winter that's just happened. It's actually a Charlotte Sands jumper because I went to see Paris, who are my favourite band. I actually missed Charlotte Sands' set because she was the supporting act and I came a bit late. Paris's merch was awful. I didn't like anything of it, but I wanted to buy something, and this was actually a really cool jumper. So I risked it and I just bought it, not really knowing what kind of music Charlotte Sands makes. I ended up not really liking Charlotte Sands' music, so some people might call me a fraud for wearing this, but I love the design on the jumper, so I'm keeping it for now. This is a Pull and Bear jumper, which I absolutely love the design on. I was so happy that I bought this. However, I thought that the design was on the back. I love designs on the back. I don't really like designs on the front because I feel like in order to read them, people have to stare at my boobs, although I guess this is slightly above and slightly below. So I thought this would be fine. But what I didn't realise is that despite this being an adult size medium, it is just so short. It's halfway up my arm. Like, my wrist is there, my elbow is there, it goes halfway up. That's not okay. Also, the head hole was so small, I actually had to cut it open. I don't know if you can see, but I cut a triangle out of it. It should be like this. Not gonna lie though, in the viewfinder I actually look quite nice in this jumper, so let me check myself out in the mirror. Okay, even though I am endlessly frustrated with the sizing of this jumper, which is just ridiculous, I am gonna keep it because it does look quite cool. And it has live and inspire written on it, and underneath the picture it says what we see depends on what we look for. I had to read that backwards in the viewfinder. Oh, it's time to be real. Do you want to be in it? Now swapping to summer clothing, this is a bright red, thinner jumper. I wear it all the time in the summer, it can stay. I also have a clone of the red jumper, but in black, that can stay as well. Next up, I have this cropped jumper, which is very short. It ends before the boob. Not really sure why, but I bought it because this is no ordinary jumper. And it has a tail as well. I have actually never worn this out because I wasn't sure if it was just a little bit too much, but I love it so much. I think I'm gonna keep it for now. Now, this is one of those jumpers which I actually think is really cool. However, as I've already explained, I tend to turn emo in the winter, and this is a very thin jumper, suitable, if not perfect, for the summer. I never feel like wearing it in the summer. It's always too thin to wear in the winter, which is a real shame because I think it's really cool, but it's got to go. Next up, I have these two almost identical hoodies, which I really love. That's why I bought two. They are the perfect colour for the summer, and they are cropped, so they look nice over a dress, and they are quite thick, so I love to bring these whenever I'm wearing a summer dress. If I'm gonna be out into the evening time when it's gonna get a bit cooler, I like to bring one of these with me. Realistically, I only need one. One of them's a large and one of them's a medium, so I'm gonna try them both on and then keep the one that fits the best. Now this is a hidden gem that I forgot that I even owned. It's actually quite a nice jumper, so it can stay. For my wintry emo days, this hoodie is perfect. I also wear it quite often around the house, so it can stay. And as for this somewhat cropped jumper, I keep putting it in a throwaway pile and then saving it and then not wearing it, so trying to throw it away again. So I'm actually gonna throw it away this time. And that is this drawer also done. So in the last and final drawer of this chest of drawers, there are this amount of leggings. And I don't even wear leggings very often. I have these two standard pairs of leggings. They can both stay. It's useful to wear them underneath your normal trousers in the winter. I don't really like tights. Then I have three more pairs of kind of standard standard leggings, but just a tiny bit thicker, and I never wear these because they're not stretchy, so they can all go. I have my sports leggings of choice for when I actually do sports. I actually have 2 of these, by the way. And then I have a pair of H&M leggings, which I bought before I found my leggings of choice. I just tried these on and they don't have the worst fit. They don't take up too much space, so I think they can stay. And then I have these pretty regular leggings, but with grey and white down the sides. And if I were to wear leggings out and about, these would be my leggings of choice, so they can stay as well. Next up, I have this amount of shorts, plus 2 which are in the laundry. For pyjama shorts, I have these and these, which I really like. I also have these, which are a little bit too snazzy for me at bedtime, so these ones can go. Also, realistically, the UK doesn't get that hot. It's very rare that I need to wear shorts, and one to wear and one to have in the laundry, that's enough. I then have these short shorts, although they're not as short as they could be. They're high-waisted, elastic, comfortable with a belt. I love them, they can stay. Then these slightly longer shorts. I love the style of wearing longer shorts, and I love wearing my cargo longer shorts, but I can never make these ones look right, so these can go. Some bicycle shorts, they can stay. I have this pair of blue shorts, which I was really excited to discover because I didn't realise that I had them, but since I didn't realise I had them, it's not too much of a loss to get rid of them because they don't fit anymore, so goodbye blue shorts. Then I have these leather shorts, which although I never have worn, they're actually pretty comfy and they fit quite well, so they can stay. I have this amount of pyjama trousers. The black ones I use all the time. I am wearing one now. And the blue ones fit well, so they can all stay. Then I have this amount of long sleeve t-shirts. I like to wear these in bed, however, for whatever reason I have quite a lot of smaller sizes, and recently I've been buying bigger sizes so that they don't touch my armpits while I'm sleeping. However, I do like wearing the slightly thinner ones when I go swimming to stop me getting a sunburn. So I think I'm going to keep one black one for that purpose. I have 2 of these which are fun to experiment with black t-shirts over the top, but I don't really need 2, so one can stay, one can go. I have this green stripy long sleeve t-shirt, it can stay. Then I have this purple one, which, not gonna lie, the literal only reason why I have this is because I wore it to a job interview and I got the job. So if I ever need to look somewhat formal in a business sort of way, I don't know if I would still go for this, but I'm gonna keep it until I get my next job and then I'll get rid of it. So now the only thing left in this drawer is these 2 pairs of leggings with warm fuzzy fleecing on the inside. These are perfect for the winter. If you ever feel the need to wear a dress in the cold, these are a lifesaver, so they can stay. And that is this chest of drawers done. Woo! Okay, now very quickly at the speed of light. This box here is a Christmas tree. I do not need it anymore. I'm not going to be staying any more Christmases in Germany, so it can go. In here, I have loads of snacks. Recently, I've been super into eating mangoes and grapefruits, so I don't need any of this. It can all go. In here and here, I have miscellaneous pants and socks. It can all stay. So that is this side of my room complete. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far, and I hope you feel inspired with your own tidies because it just makes you feel good. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm Jess. Bye! This is what the donation pile looks like this time.